Going.
It's live.
Gone. And by gone, I mean gone live. Hi.
Hey guys.
Anybody? Yes.
Nobody
We're
yet.
like 2 minutes late, so maybe no one was expecting us to go live right now. Wait, hang on. Are we on the right side? If I look this way, am I actually looking at you?
Wait, let's check on. I feel like we are.
Ha! Cool.
Well.
Today we're actually in the same building, but we are socially distanced. There's more than 1.5 meters from here to there. I'm pretty
Yeah, it's
sure.
a decent distance.
How far is 1.5 meters anyway? Yeah. Let's find out. Yep. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Okay. So.
Yeah, so we're apart.
Oh, yeah.
That's 1.5 meters.
Hey, look, that actually goes across.
I can show on stream, see, 1.5.
Yeah. Cool.
Socially distanced.
So, just maybe for safety and for the sake of the shot. No.
No, okay. I'll put this
so
away
show
now.
the computer in the background. But anyway, yes, welcome. We're back today because nobody saw this coming. We'd be back live 5 p.m. answering your tech questions 100% for free.
Yeah, who would have guessed?
Yeah, I know. It's not like I've been saying that. Anyway, so we're doing this for the rest of the month of May, and hopefully most of us, at least here in Australia, will be mostly back to normal by then. That's already beginning. So, yes, let's get going. Like I mentioned, this is 100% free of charge. You can ask your questions. You can send them in. And remember, there is no such thing as a dumb question because you've got to ask some way to find your answer. So you might as well come and ask us. You can get in touch with us through any of our contact details at www.thedotmill.com/contact. I jumped a little bit too far.
You literally have it written in front of you, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking at the camera, so I don't actually have it. Yeah, anyway.
Peripherals.
Yeah. Hang on, let's put that there and that there. And let's begin. Anyway, so as always, we have drinks. Today I have ginger ale.
And I have a monster that I haven't tried before.
Now that I look at it, it actually on camera looks exactly the same as the iced tea from yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a lot stronger, so hopefully I won't drink it as fast. Anyway, so in case you hadn't gathered, our drinks are non-alcoholic. That's because technically we're working. Well, not technically. We are working on technically. I don't know. Anyway, we are working. So, yeah, we're not drinking. I don't drink personally anyway. You do in your own time. That's fine.
Yeah, that's some strong energy drink though.
But, yeah, please, if you are actually drinking alcohol, drink responsibly. I don't know if we legally have to say that, but I think it's a good idea anyway.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let's go with the first topic. So the first topic, this is and isn't a question. It relates to a question that I get asked every now and then-ish. Probably not so much today, but every now and then when people are looking at new computers, new processors, that kind of thing, people are like, oh, this one has more gigahertz than this one, or this one has more cores than this one. And I think we should just take a minute to highlight that not all gigahertz are created equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, which if you were watching yesterday was pretty obvious from our Cinebench off, because we had, wait, what speed's yours? You've got the AMD Ryzen 3600X, Ryzen 5 3600X.
I believe stock is 33.8.
What is mine? Okay, but either way, your 6 cores, 12 threads.
Yes.
I have 8 cores, 16 threads. I'm pretty sure mine is 3 gigahertz. I should know this, shouldn't I?
So my base clock is 3.8 gigahertz.
Yep.
And a max boost is 4.4.
Oh,
so I think when it boosts, it sees about 4.2.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm base clock of 3 gigahertz and max boost of 3.7.
Hey, but you have an extra 2 cores.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd think the 2 cores mathematically, if you add them up, should make a pretty big difference. But
they don't.
They don't. You still beat the pants off me.
Yes.
Not literally, but yeah, that happened. Yeah, don't
if you
read
didn't
too
see
much
it,
into
like
that
you
one.
can watch the video again.
But then, okay.
Is it on YouTube or no?
Yes, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah. So, like, if you want to see me pick on Cito, not only with his personal work computer, but also with his server at work, feel free.
Yeah, because then I pulled out the server thinking we could do something with that, and that is 12 cores, 24 threads.
Yeah, and it's still
so there's a lot of cores to be thrown around on that. And that was what was it? Here we go. It's a dual Xeon X5650. So there's a little bit of like weight behind that. Each processor core is 2.66 gigahertz with a max turbo frequency of 3.06 gigahertz. So 12 cores, like 12 actual cores of that with an extra thread each, and it still came nowhere near beating you. Not even close. And there was nothing else running on that either. The tests that we did on my computer and your computer, we were running the streams. We were actually running 2 streams so that we could share our screens with you guys as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it still didn't keep up. Did it beat me?
What? I didn't actually pay attention. It may have. I don't think it did. You were pretty low. But I don't think you were that low.
Let me see if I can find the results. Where are they?
Did you save the results?
I did. I sent them to someone earlier today. I actually reran my test as well today.
What is a Ryzen 2500X?
Not sure.
4 thread, 4 cores, 8 threads.
Here we go. Okay, so the highest score that you sent me last night was 3658. So
yeah, from last night. Yeah.
So let's just add that. Actually, let's call that the 3600X.
Yeah, that was when we the 3658 was when we weren't streaming.
Oops, hang on.
That was us just chilling by ourselves doing it.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
So
it was the 3509.
Yeah.
Was whilst we were still streaming, talking to each other.
Yeah.
But nothing else. So not screen sharing.
Yeah.
But once we hung up is when I got the 3658.
Okay.
So you'd probably want to compare the 34. Yeah, so 3658 compared to your one this morning.
So my one this morning was 3125.
Just if you look at my screenshot, Nathan, you're performing worse than most 1700Xs.
Really?
Well, yours is only a 1700. No, yours is an X, isn't it?
No. No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
And then we had the 2 times Intel Xeon X, what did I say it was? 5650?
Yes.
Cool. And that one...
Interesting. What did it score?
2554 with nothing else running.
Again, that's worse than on average. Because if you look at my screenshot,
I have your screenshot open. Hang on.
An Intel Xenon CPU X5650, and it got 2705.
Wait, where?
Down.
Oh yeah, down. 20 what? 20.
The
5.
X.
Yeah.
It's below the 2600s.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because those 3 2600s you see there were my old overclocks on my 2600.
Well, that makes sense then.
Yes.
That's interesting though, because that's very close to the Ryzen 1700 then.
Yes.
Which was 3125.
And I'm not very good at overclocking. And you have a better overclocking board, don't you?
No.
No?
I have a B350.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah. No, there's a B450 in that one. Handles over there.
Which one?
Huh?
Which B450?
What do you mean?
What brand?
Asus.
Shit.
Asus, Asus.
Oh, well, that's the same as I have, so... Yeah. Going back to your question earlier today, then I probably would and just overclock it.
What, keep the 1700?
No, get rid of the 1700 and overclock it 2600.
Until I replace it.
Yeah.
Until I replace the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can literally see what a novice overclocker can do.
With that 2600.
Yeah, with someone who has no idea what they're doing, they're just pressing random buttons.
We should do that live then, overclocking results. Although, wait, then oh no, yeah, because if we do that, then that means this computer can stay as is, so it can run the stream, or we overclock the snot out of that. But we're gonna have to put the water cooling from this into that first. Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so having more cores doesn't always equal better.
No. More gigahertz isn't necessarily better either.
It's the way they handle it.
Yeah, it's the way they process it. Like the example I gave the other day of talking about when the Pentium 4 came out. I didn't mention clock speeds then, but I'm pretty sure the Pentium 4 started at 1.4 gigahertz.
Yeah.
And that was massive because before that, the biggest was the Pentium 3, which was 1 gigahertz. So you're getting a 40% increase in gigahertz, but yet the Pentium 3 still ran circles around the Pentium 4 for some tasks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because like the other thing I had was
Put the topic back up again.
even my single core applications.
Yeah.
Like it sits pretty high in the rankings.
Yeah.
Even up against better CPUs with better gigahertz and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to the performance of the CPU itself and how much it can either factory overclock.
Yep.
So the overboost feature they have.
Yep.
And how long they can hold it.
Yep.
Because I know, what was it that I was watching the other day? There's one of them, I think it's the Intel, one of the new Intel chips. Or it might have been the Ryzen one, where they can overclock for like 50 seconds or something like that. There's a time limit on the highest clock it can get.
Yeah.
On like 1 or 2 cores.
Yeah.
So you'll have your normal boost clock.
Yeah.
And then on 1 or 2 cores, so the 2 coolest cores on your CPU will boost even higher, but for a limited time.
Yeah. Interesting.
So,
what's the timeout? Like, what's the refresh time then?
It was a while.
Okay.
it was like you're looking at it and it's like,
It's obviously built in at a hardware level then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. I'm
going to have to look up and work out what it was, though. I can't remember.
Should we move on then to another topic, or do you want to keep going with
No,
this
we can
one?
move on.
Okay. I think we've covered that one fairly in depth now.
I reckon we should skip the next one and go to the portable apps just to be safe that we fit them in.
Nah. I think we cover the next one first because this is not a big one. It's really not a big one. And I've had 2 people ask me this in the last 24 hours. So I think this one's important. Why am I not getting any picture on my screen? So you've gone to turn on the computer and the computer doesn't show anything on the screen at all. It tells you that there's no signal, no input, whatever. Well, so logically, that's a pretty big giveaway. It means that the computer is not receiving a signal from the computer.
Nathan, stop and say what you just think about what you just said.
What?
the computer's not receiving signal from the computer.
Oh yeah, I didn't sleep much last night, eh? So the monitor, the screen is not receiving signal from the computer. Oh god.
It's good
why
me
are we
being
doing
alive,
this every
'cause I
day?
can pick on you now.
Yeah. Why are we doing this every day? No, anyway. Yeah. That I don't know. Okay. The big things to check.
Is it
In
plugged
one
in?
instance, the video card was actually dead by the look of it. So, yeah, that's a thing. The other thing is, is it plugged into the right place? Because the computer had 3 DVI ports, 1 for the onboard and 2 out of the graphics card. When you have a graphics card in the computer, your onboard video, generally speaking, doesn't work. Some computers will use both, but most of them won't.
Yeah.
So,
Can we
yeah,
mention
check
how annoying that name is, though?
which name?
If you have a non-onboard graphics card, like if you buy a graphics card and put it into your computer.
Yeah, it's called a discrete graphics card. But you would think discrete would be,
the onboard.
What's the definition of discrete?
See, I feel like the onboard would be discrete.
Oh no, discrete. I think there's 2 different discretes. There is. See, discreet, discreet, means careful and prudent in one's speech or actions, especially in order to keep something confidential or to avoid embarrassment. Whereas discrete, discrete, is the opposite. It's individually separate and distinct. The English language hurts. Yeah, definitely hurts.
Okay, that makes more sense now. But
I just remembered I need to share the stream.
Yeah, so if it's the obvious thing is, like Nathan said, see if it's plugged in and where it is plugged in. Both to the monitor and to the computer, because it could be either or. What happens if you don't have a onboard graphics? How can you tell if your graphics card is dead apart from buying a new one? Is there any way?
If it doesn't have onboard graphics at all.
At all.
Yeah.
Like same
really, you need to try and test with another card. So if you don't have one, if you don't know how to do that, take it to someone who does know how to do that.
Because you don't need a fancy graphics card to test it.
No, just anything that will output a video signal is fine.
Yeah, so something like that. So if you're having issues like that at home, bring it down.
Yeah.
To us, obviously, is there a time limit of how quick we fix things? Like if we look at it and just slap it because it's unplugged or something?
I probably wouldn't even charge for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, if you did need work done, though, like if we had to pull the computer apart,
then we'd have to charge for it. But yeah, just have a quick look at something, probably wouldn't even bother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other thing though for this one, which monitor input is selected?
I got 2.
Yeah, because monitors usually have more than one input source, so you can select, VGA, DVI, HDMI, DisplayPort. Usually one of those 4. Some monitors have more, some have less, but if it's not on the right one, that's why you're not getting signal or picture or whatever you want to call it.
Most monitors these days pick it up automatically, don't they?
Yes,
they
most modern monitors, will cycle through. Some of them have a setting to make it cycle through. Yeah. That's really the simplest fix to that. And I have had people call me out to look at their computer and go, it's not working, there's no picture on the screen, and all I have to do is change the monitor input for them, and it's fine.
So my monitor at home has a dongle that comes out of it. Like I can plug it in and unplug it. Yeah. But it has like big buttons to change all the settings instead of using the little thing underneath.
Oh,
and I have that option. I can go HDMI 1, 2, 3, 4 all on this thing. And I can also swap my inputs as well.
You know what I would actually really like to see that I haven't seen yet? And if someone out there has actually seen this, I'd like to know about it. I'd like to actually be able to change your settings on the monitor from a program on the computer. like adjust your brightness, your color temperature, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has that.
Don't
Not even
think
your
you
high-end
can.
monitors, I don't think.
No, but I like having the thing I have.
Yeah.
Like I'll take a photo and show you. I think I may have showed you.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's some people don't like it. They say it's finicky, and once you set the monitor, you don't really need it unless you have.
That's true. I guess
unless you have multiple inputs.
That's
so if you have your computer, your Xbox, your PlayStation, if you have all them plugged into the monitor, it's probably helpful having that dongle. Yeah. Because the dongle, like I said, I can literally press a button and it'll switch to my PlayStation, switch to the Xbox.
I just realized that that's probably why they don't have that, like any monitor has that feature, because once you set the settings, they're probably going to stay the same. Even if you're changing between devices, you don't usually change anyway.
Unless you're changing from being hardcore gaming settings
to development,
so visual settings to either movies or development kind of settings. Yeah. Because obviously game visuals you want different to proper video quality. Yeah. So, which again is helpful with my thing. I'm just going to see if I can find a photo of it.
All right. Oh, look, we have a comment. It's Lance. Hi, guys. Tell Lincoln to put larger cams than Spec C in his new build. If Lincoln's on here, Lincoln, you've been told.
I do agree with that, though.
Yeah, Dan. Yep.
If you got the money and you're building it, just build it.
Put big cams in. Do it. Don't even be scared. I feel like we're crossing over to the other live streams that we do. But anyway, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. And hi, Lance. All right. Well, I think we're done with that question then.
That button. And Mr. Nathan Sito.
Oh, we got the photo?
I'll just send you a rough link to an image. Yeah, like if you look up, I've got that.
All right, let's have a look at this.
That I can plug into. Which was more just the image, yeah. So that there can control my...
All right, just let me share that with the peeps at home.
Oh, I really don't mind it. Like, I've looked up and people have complained about it, but...
That is actually pretty cool.
I don't mind it.
No.
Like, I haven't got it plugged in at the moment because I only have my computer set up, but...
Yeah.
It saves... Like, it's not like... you know how most gaming monitors have a little nub underneath to control it?
Yep, I don't like
which
that.
Mine has, and it's a pain to control.
Yeah, I don't like that. I had one monitor with that. I couldn't stand it.
With this, it works a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Lance and Lincoln.
Oh, gosh, here we go. This is awkward. What? Hey, Kelford incoming. Woo!
Kelford will be good.
I think we achieved something then this live stream.
Yay!
Besides answering those few questions.
But I feel like he came to that decision too quick, so I feel like it was already planned. So.
All right, cool. So, next stop. Now for something completely different.
Pizza.
No, this one. We're going to look at portable apps. So, this one was kind of a question, kind of not. Someone asked the other day what we use for CPU stress testing, which was actually the day that I was doing, or the day after I did the live stream about stress testing. So obviously they missed the live stream, but I did mention when I talked about the stress testing afterwards that I had chosen to use portable apps. So the idea of a portable app is that it does not require installation. And look, there's a whole bunch of them available here at this website called portableapps.com. And the thing with that is that, like I said, you don't have to install the apps. You can just download them, click, and run them. And while you think that might not be such a big deal, in the case that I was talking about the other day with stress testing, it meant that I didn't actually have to install most of the programs on the computer to make them run, which means that then, because I wasn't planning on keeping the computer and selling it, then that could be done with minimal impact to the computer that wasn't going to be mine. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I'm sure there was an easier way to say that, but I think you get the idea. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do. The ones that I usually go with are, and I'll actually download these as we go through them. So, wait, apps. The first one is called Specky. And this can be helpful if you're helping someone with their computer, or if you're looking at a computer maybe that you want to buy and find out information from them, or test stuff on them, or just do something really quickly without going through the whole setup process and then remove it afterwards when you finish, if you're only going to use it once. So this one is Specky. And this is really good for just taking a quick snapshot of your computer. So I'm going to put all of these on my USB stick. Funnily enough, there is actually an install process for the download, but then you set it up to the USB stick on your host computer or whichever computer you're using to download it, and then you can just take the USB stick, plug it into the next computer, and you're done. So, look, let's have a look at this. Wait, this is Spec Portable. Oh yeah, that's the same thing. So, see, there we go. We have a basic program that gives us a nice overview of what
Nathan, black.
Oh. Why did that disappear?
I don't know.
Interesting. Let me just fix our screen share there. Oh, I think it's because I was sharing the window, not the screen. There we go.
Oh, that is a really strong taste.
I don't think you can actually read it. What is?
The drink I'm drinking.
Oh yeah, drink. That's right. Drinks, people.
Yeah, you can't really read.
Alcoholic, drink responsibly, etc.
I can kind of read it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make it any larger?
It's a bit hard to read, but I don't think I can actually make that any larger. But you get the idea. It'll give you a brief system overview. So that one's very helpful for that. Probably should have put the name up. So that one was Specky, just in case you want that one.
Or what was it? Spec Portable.
Yeah, well, Specky is the thing. If you find Specky on portable apps, then it will tell you that. Some apps, actually, you can go to the developer's website and get the app directly as a portable version, but this just puts everything in a nice open,
easy access place.
Yeah. Next one is Open Hardware Monitor. Open, where is it? Hardware. Maybe it's not on this one. Open Hardware Monitor. That's their website. Wait, let me create a banner for them.
I feel like I've had this one before on one of my computers.
Hardware Monitor. I see a lot of people using this one.
Because this does individual cores and threads, doesn't it?
Yes. This does everything.
Yeah.
So you're probably not going to be able to see all the detail, but I'm going to open it anyway. I'm not actually going to download it again because I already have it set up from the stress testing the other day on this same USB stick. How handy. All right. So whenever it loads up, we shall have a look-see at it and talk about it. Here we go. Open Hardware Monitor. So if we look at the thing, we've got everything. So these are all the temperatures being read off the motherboard. There are apparently 6 temperature spots on the motherboard. We've got the voltage for even the clock battery. We've got fan speeds. We have the CPU core speed of each CPU core, as well as the bus speed, the total overall CPU temperature. even the load down to each individual core, how many watts each core is using or how many watts as a whole, how much of the RAM is in use, how much RAM is used, how much RAM is available, your graphics card voltage, your graphics card core, graphics card memory speed, and then all your different graphics card temperatures, which currently are all the same. So maybe I only have one sensor on my graphics card. Who knows?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah. Temperatures of the hard drives, how much space is on the, pretty much every statistic you could think of is in here. And you don't even need to install the program to run it.
What would be interesting one day is doing a stream where me and you compare Cinebench runs with this open.
I can do that now.
Yeah, but I haven't got my computer.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because if we were to do that, that'd be able to go back to not all gigahertz created equal.
Yeah.
So we can actually see in real time what gigahertz each of your cores is pulling compared to mine.
Yep. That could work.
Well, we'd have to work out a way to make it less stressful on our computers whilst we do it.
Yeah. All right, let's find the next one. So, okay, this one's really cool. This one is Crystal Disk Info. I use this a lot. I don't have it on this particular USB stick, so I've got to open it again to then download and show you all. But this I use to tell if a drive, well, not only if a drive is good or not, if a drive is starting to die. If a drive's failed, it's probably too late. But you can also see pretty much every statistic that you want for the drive, similar to in Open Hardware Monitor, where it's monitoring your temperatures, voltages, and load usage. You can actually see historical data that's stored on the hard drive. So let me put this name up. So Crystal Disk Info. So that one, and I will just get that one up and running for us to have a look at next. And then we shall see, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Although it might be a little bit hard to read because it's so small, but I'll read out the info anyway. I actually keep this on a USB stick that stays in my laptop all the time. So whenever I'm looking at something for someone, I can just easily pull it out, plug it in, and run.
Job done.
Yeah. Huh?
Job done.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well, not really, but it takes care of a lot of diagnostics at once. Like on a hard drive, you don't have to wait for a test to run. You can see the data that's already been recorded by the hard drive and go, hey, that's a problem. And I actually have a drive that's dying.
Well, that's not good, eh?
Reallocated sectors count here in yellow is above threshold. Threshold is 10 and I'm at 100. Awkward.
Well, you know the positive thing though.
What? Now I know.
You were planning on pulling it apart soon anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So that's fine.
But now we know live on stream.
Yeah.
That Nathan needs
to replace a hard drive.
Oh, there's two.
No. Oh, yeah. Current pending sector count is at 100 when it should be 0. Wow. But it also tells you, this tells you a whole bunch of useful information. How do we get it to display? I don't remember how to get it to display in decimal point.
I'm just loving the fact that it's
workaround advanced feature that has worked already.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. 10 decimal. Okay, so so we can actually see data like how many hours this drive has been powered on for. So this drive has been powered on for a total of 8,178 hours. There is actually a start-stop count too. So how many times the drive has been started, which you would expect would be about half that. And actually it's higher. It's 4,977 times to start, stop. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Start and stop. I'm getting confused. The other one was hours. You don't want to be powering it on and off every hour. But anyway, and then you can see other things like spin retry count, which it has none, which is good. Yeah, you can actually see the current temperature of the drive too, which is 41 degrees. The worst temperature recorded is 58 degrees, so it's not that bad. What? I've seen a lot higher than that. I've seen 90s.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of info there that your drive records that you probably didn't even know you had access to. So, yes, so that one is interesting and very helpful. The other one that is similar to it is Crystal Disk Mark. So made by the same people.
Oh, no, I feel like one's made by Info and the other one's made by Mark.
I didn't know Mark could program. This one will actually measure the performance of a drive.
So if you already have a drive dying,
well, you should be able to see that in Crystal Disk Info already. But if one drive, for some reason, feels particularly faster or slower than the other, then you could actually see in real-world numbers what they are, like what the actual difference is. So let's get that one up and running. Here we go.
I don't know where to look. Do I look at the stream or do I look at the monitor?
I don't know.
It's so hard to choose, Nathan.
So I'm going to benchmark our C drive on this computer.
So that's not the one that was dying?
So it should be stupid fast. No, F drive is dying. I should probably see if I have anything important on there, actually. Oh, turns out I do.
Putting it out there, you probably should remove that important stuff.
Yeah.
Off the dying drive before it dies.
Yeah. So just while that's running, the computer behind me here, I just bought half an hour before we started the live stream.
Yeah, I lost track of time.
I'm not sure if I regret that decision yet.
I don't know. It's going to be fun. And how long have we been wanting this computer?
It looks cool.
We've been wanting this computer for nearly a year now.
Ish. It wasn't really like a strong, really want to have it. It's just like
it was one of those.
It'd be cool if we got it kind of thing. Yeah.
Let's do
something with it.
Not so something stupid things. But
do I talk about that now, or do I wait till we do it? Maybe I wait till we do it.
I don't know. I feel like you could talk about it now because your uber fast, C drive, ain't that fast, eh?
No, well, it's the length of the test.
Excuses. That's all I'm hearing, Nathan.
All right. Where's the other one?
I'm most definitely not running that on my computer because all I have is one SSD on this one here. Sorry if you can hear lots of banging and stuff. Nathan's gone for a dig.
Yeah. So you probably can't read it exactly on the live stream. Wait, what if I make it bigger?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you still can't read it. But this here says GeForce GTX 460. And this thing that we have on the shelf over here also says GeForce GTX 460. So at some point, we're going to try and put both of them in here and run them together and see what that does. Now, yeah, I'm... Well,
No. It's more the fact that I just looked over and I realized you're out of drink again.
Yep, I am.
You need to learn to pace yourself, Nathan.
I'm not a drinker usually.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is why you don't drink.
Yeah, probably.
I could imagine you with alcohol. It's like, yeah, bam.
No, anyway, that's not happening. So yes. Anyway, if you've been following me personally for a while, you would know that I actually tried to do this experiment once before. On a computer that, we did all the benchmarking with one card, put the second card in, put the SLI bridge in to link the two, and then found out the motherboard wasn't actually compatible with running the two video cards together.
Wasn't that this card?
Yeah, that was both of these cards because I borrowed the card out of this computer for it, and that was in your computer.
Yeah.
So The system that does that is called, or the technology that does that is called SLI, Scalable Link Interface. And that computer doesn't support it. This one does. Problem was when you put the video cards in, the bridge that I had between the two wouldn't reach. So I actually bought another one, but then this computer was gone by then, so we couldn't complete the test. But at the moment, it's not booting Windows, so we're in the middle of repairing that.
Are you sure this one didn't support it, or that these slots aren't dead?
No, didn't support it. We looked up the specs afterwards after trying it.
The slots, because remember what we did today?
Yeah.
And we tried these slots, and the slots
No, but we tried the PCI slots, not the PCI Express slots. Yeah. But no, I looked up the specs. This model doesn't do it. The deluxe model does it. So yeah, but this one has SLI in the motherboard model name. It's an EVGA X58 SLI. So this one will do it.
You sure?
Yes.
Have you tried?
No, Windows won't even boot right now.
Putting it out there, you should probably start looking at downloading the next one.
Yeah, problem is I don't want to affect the benchmark too much. Although we are still streaming at the same time. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're already streaming.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be peak performance.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if people didn't realize, obviously, when you're doing things, your computer's going to be down on performance.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So normally when you benchmark, you want everything closed.
Yeah.
Because even having monitoring apps open.
I think we're still going to run out of time anyway.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is I'll jump down a couple to one that pretty much everyone will use.
I jumped to the one that we were using today. Well, we talked about yesterday that. Because Cinebench. Because that's one we've used the last few days.
I don't think that's actually on here, though.
It's on Microsoft.
Yeah, I know that. But, okay, look. I was going to go with CCleaner, but Cinebench. If you go to the Cinebench website...
I'm pretty sure it links you to the Microsoft website.
No, there is an option for the portable version.
Oh,
so
really?
If you go to Cinebench, see how it says get it from Microsoft or download on the App Store. You go download directly from Maxon. And then installed... No, not Cinema. Cinebench R20. Download. And you can download the zip file directly.
Ah, that's a little fancy.
But see, we've already run Cinebench today and yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that again.
But yeah, the other thing, like I was saying, is...
Oh, Crystal Disk Mask.
Does it tell you if it's good or bad?
Mark is finished.
Is it good or bad?
Good.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope so.
It's like I really don't... Wait, isn't that the M.2 drive that you've had to change like 3 times?
Yep. Twice. I've had 2 warranty claims with Samsung now because my NVMe drives keep dying. Well, actually, one I bought secondhand and it was DOA. So, yeah. Obviously, the seller didn't realize that it was still under warranty.
Yeah.
So then
he tried to rip you off.
Well, he sent it to me as not running.
Oh, okay.
It's like the SSD doesn't show up. I'm not sure if it's a motherboard thing or the SSD.
Oh, yep.
I didn't know either. Turns out the motherboard was fine. The SSD didn't work in another computer. So it wasn't the SSD. So I went through the testing process, sent it back to Samsung. Anyway, so then I took that one, the replacement one, out and I rebuilt the computer again later into different bits and pieces. And then it didn't work when I put it in the new computer. And I thought, fine, okay, maybe there's something wrong with the M.2 slot in that. So I put it in another computer again for testing. And it turns out it was dead. So, yeah,
good new one.
Maybe they're a little bit fragile.
I'd laugh so hard if it's dying. It doesn't look like it's dying. It looks like a really good score.
Yeah, no, that is a really good score. So that's fine. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of that one. The last one, well, yeah. CC Portable, so CC Cleaner. Assists with running CC Cleaner portably. I'm going to try it.
I was going to say, I've used CC Cleaner before.
Yeah, same. By the way, we went over what C Cleaner means. Didn't
sorry, I said CC Cleaner. It's C Cleaner.
Yep. We went over what that was from, didn't we?
I believe so.
Do you remember?
Something that I do every morning.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's so great. That's awesome.
So for those who didn't know, the actual source of the meaning, like sea cleaner, its original name was crap cleaner.
Because it
pretty effectively does that.
Yeah, it literally cleans up the stuff you don't need.
Yeah, for
Except the annoying part is when you have pre-filled out like
forms
for websites, yes. Like Netflix and all that.
Autofill data.
Yeah, if you have all that autofilled and you run Sea Cleaner,
you can actually tell it what to clear and
what
not
to
clear.
But I'm too lazy for that.
Okay.
And then it clears everything.
I ain't touching that.
Then I log back in and I get a message from my sister saying who logged into my Netflix. And
you wouldn't be sharing Netflix accounts now, would you?
No, we pay the expensive one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. You know how you can get so you can have more.
Yeah.
It's like I pay for Stan, my older sister pays for Netflix, and the other sister pays for Disney Plus.
Disney Plus is the cheapest one though.
Yeah, and then Mum pays for Spotify.
Okay. Who pays for Prime?
I haven't found anything good on there yet.
Just the Crown Tour.
That's not worth it.
I've been watching it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but I've watched it before.
Oh, okay, right.
So, but that's
if you've watched it before, then
that's pretty much it.
There is actually more content on there because I only got the free trial the other day.
My issue is I need horror movies. I need to find more horror movies, and I don't know
which platform has the most.
None of them have good ones.
Okay.
The Americans do. American Netflix and all that have awesome ones. But the last few VPNs I've tried have just failed miserably and get me very mad.
Not that we endorse those or anything.
What do you mean? I was in California for a while before the lockdowns.
Sure. All right. Let's have a look at this then. Sea Cleaner.
Is it the same as the one I've used? It is.
Appears to be, yeah. It's just
running off the USB.
I can't actually... Oh, wait. There we go. It wasn't letting me move it. There we go. So you can clean up pretty much...
Well, the issue is we're going to have the same issue as last time we tried to show it on stream.
What's that? It won't let us run. I just want to show the options. So you can clear pretty much anything you want from your web browsers and then your other system stuff, and other applications have stuff as well. Oh, wait, there's even some web browsers in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of programs you can clear stuff off, clean out your recycle bin, temporary files, all that kind of thing.
My issue having that permanently installed on my computer is I hate the notifications.
To update.
Yeah, it's like you need to update. And you go to the update and it's like, to update to the new paid version. It's like, I don't want that.
Yeah, it's the same with free antivirus.
Yeah. I just
free antivirus does actually
but actually what's the call doesn't do it. Bitdefender doesn't pop up all the time saying updated. Mine automatically.
Buy it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Antivirus automatically updates.
Yeah, but it doesn't pop up. Bitdefender doesn't pop up for me to buy the new one.
Might have to try this. I haven't actually installed
Bitdefender
on any of my computers. Maybe. Should we look at that on handles?
What?
Actually, we might do that another day because we're running out of time. You know what? I don't think I'm going to cover the rest because the rest are more your diagnostic tools for people like us looking at fixing this stuff. But yeah, that if you're looking for a portable app, go browse portableapps.com because there's heaps of them there. And yeah, we've just shown you a few that we use. So
actually, that's what we could probably do tomorrow or something. Was one of the topics that I kind of needed help with.
What's that?
Is excuse me, background applications.
Yes.
So you know how you go in a task manager?
Didn't we cover that? No, we didn't.
No, I want to work out which ones I can close.
Right, hang on. Let me...
what's not important and what's not going to make my computer fail.
Oh, no, that's here on the list of stuff that we still have to answer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We won't get into that today.
Yeah, if we do that, I want to be on my home computer. So,
we'll
I can screen share or something like that, and you can talk me through which ones I can close.
Yep.
Because obviously my computer is going to have a lot more background processes than this one.
Yep.
Because I have a lot installed on my computer.
All right, we'll tee that up and we'll do that. It's probably too late to start any other topics.
No.
For now.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up for the day. So we've got 9 minutes, but we ran late yesterday. So
the other thing we could touch on was the stuff from yesterday.
Which stuff?
The B550 B450.
I did post that link.
Yeah.
So
you did post up.
Yeah, yesterday we talked about. Oh, I've removed the title
We
thingy now, but we talked about.
One of our friends were looking at upgrading, building a computer, and they didn't know whether they should get the X570 board or the B550 board, which is the new Ryzen motherboards coming out soon.
Yep, we were talking about the Ryzen stuff.
Yeah.
Although this isn't the new one, this is just a box that I have, but just for the visual aid, we were talking about.
Well, you know it's trash because it's got number 3 in front of it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Although, no, mind you, sorry, that kicked off the whole gigahertz question because
the new ones are 3.
No, I didn't tell you, but the person who's looking at having that computer built sent me a message late yesterday, I think it was, or something.
Did they watch the stream of me picking on you?
No. They didn't watch the stream or anything. But this is what they were thinking of doing, and I haven't actually got back to them about it yet because I think he's going to do it anyway. He has been offered a cheap Threadripper motherboard.
The issue with that cheap motherboard, everything else is expensive.
No, not. Yeah, I know. That's what But looking at the performance of a first-gen Threadripper 1920X, I think I compared it with a 3700X. Let me have a look. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure.
Let me sit down properly and look this up. 1920X versus, I think it was a 3700X. This could be wrong, but at least from user-submitted benchmarks on User Benchmark, the 3700X is 15% better than the 1920X. Just like I said, on average. The 1920X, so first-gen Threadripper.
Because I was going to say...
Even though it's 12 cores, 24 threads versus 8 cores, 16 threads. And one's a base clock. The Threadripper is a base clock of 3.5, whereas the 3700X is a base clock of 3.6, even though it's got 4 less cores and 8 less threads.
If you were to up to the 1950X,
yeah, that'd be better.
It destroys.
Okay.
Like I'm looking, because again, on my Cinebench score, if you look at my Cinebench score,
well, I think then we'd be comparing to something the likes of a 3900X, yeah?
It's nearly double.
But see, if you jump to the 3900X, then that's, on paper at least, that's better. We need to start doing some real-world tests, hey?
I haven't got enough money.
Yeah. Anyone have a Threadripper we can borrow?
Well, what you could do,
for like an afternoon?
You could buy me a new CPU, and then you'll have a 3600X to test. See?
Yeah, nah.
Jinx? Because
I thought I was buying the old one off you when you upgrade.
Test my new one.
Yeah.
And test the old one, and I'll just take the new one.
I really want to get my hands on a 3300X and see what we can do with it.
But yeah, back to the thing.
Wait, can we find out when we can
the issue with the... Well, an issue people have brought up with the B550s is the fact that they're not backwards compatible.
Yes.
Which, in my eyes, I don't see as a bad thing. Because one of the current issues with Ryzen at the moment is having the 3 generations on one board.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you need to... On some motherboards, even if they're a brand new motherboard, like you go there today and buy it, you still have to go back and update the BIOS.
Yeah.
And unless you're a tech person like us, what are you meant to do?
Most shops are offering to do that for you, I think, when you buy it.
But if you don't know what you're doing,
like
you're going to take this home, you do what Linus literally did it the other day. Like there's a video online where Linus was at home building a home entertainment computer.
So wait. So are we talking, because you're talking forward compatibility for the old stuff to support the new stuff. I have no problem with cutting it off there. Oh wait, no, actually.
Because that's the thing. Yeah. It's a brand new...
No. Look, I have no problem with cutting it off there. Like with B450 not supporting the 4th gen.
Yeah.
That's okay. What I think, and I think a lot of people will be with me here on this, is that I'd like to see the B450 support the 3rd gen as well as the 4th gen, as opposed to just starting
the B550.
The 4th gen. B550 support the 3rd gen, so just the one previous generation, and then the 4th.
So
instead of a clean cut break.
The reason I feel like a clean cut break is worth it is because it's going to give you more options in the future.
It will, yes.
Because if you...
But then does that mean you're still going to be getting B450 being produced and sold now for people who are still buying the older 3rd gen stuff? Because there's still going to be some of that floating around until all the surplus stock is all sold off.
Yeah.
Because you can't now buy the brand new chipset and use the previous model excess stock CPUs on them. So that means if you're buying the brand new motherboard, you're going to have to buy the brand new CPU.
But the B450s have already
have to buy the old one.
The B450s have already started dying out, haven't they?
What do you mean?
Like people are running out of stock, not selling them.
A320. A320s started disappearing as far as I've noticed.
Because I've been looking for like B450s, B450s and X570s, and there's not many around.
You know what?
Like,
let's research that and come back to that tomorrow.
Yeah,
but I think that's a good thing to look into because I haven't noticed.
That's the thing, like especially the X570, because people who know me, I want to overclock my CPU more.
Yeah, so X570 makes sense.
I need an X570.
Is there an X670 coming this time? It doesn't sound like it. I haven't heard anyone mention it.
But that was actually something else they brought up too.
What?
Was the socket? No, it was the socket.
Oh, is AM4 going to be dead?
No, because it's supposed to still be AM4.
Yeah.
But that's the issue.
But is this the end of AM4? Like, is this the last chipsets that are going to run on AM4?
I'm not sure, but it's more the fact that...
Well, I don't know.
You'd say it could be because if they're bringing out the B550s...
Yes.
And it's AM4...
Yes.
And it's brand new...
But that's the thing. Nobody knows if it is the end because the video that I sent you the link to, they mentioned that when AMD first released the AM4 socket, they said that they're committed to supporting the AM4 platform or socket until 2020. Is that the end of 2020? Is that 2020 and beyond? Is that the start of 2020?
What annoys me, though, is what would make more sense is when they brought out the 4th gen, the B550.
New socket?
They went new socket.
That would make sense.
Like straight up.
That would make sense because then you'd have no excuse for like backwards compatibility. They fulfilled their promise saying that they're going to support. Made it to 2020. Yeah, they made it to 2020. It's just like it was 2020. It wasn't all the way through 2020. Actually, they just said 2020. They didn't say when.
Do they know that the B550s are definitely going to be AM4 yet?
Yes.
Okay, that's trash. That's annoyed me.
That's why I'm saying if B550 is the end, if this is the last we're seeing of AM4, that's a problem.
Because the issue now is going to be the fact that there's 4 generations.
Yeah, and they're all AM4.
Of AM4. There's motherboards that accept them.
Yep.
There's motherboards that need...
won't accept them.
That need a BIOS update.
And there's motherboards that will
just
not accept them. But see, this is what Intel users have been putting up with for years because you've had socket or LGA 1151. But you've had LGA 1151 for 6th gen, 7th gen, 8th gen, 9th gen, and now 10th gen. So you've had 5, but you've had chipsets for 6 and 7. You've had chipsets for 8 and 9. I'm not sure where 10
and I feel like that's the issue. They needed to try to bring out, because they did it with the Threadripper. Didn't the Threadripper swap
sockets? I
Between
didn't follow that end of the market high enough, so I don't...
As far as I know, between the 1st and 2nd gen, they changed sockets.
Yeah.
And it's like...
So that's going to make any 1st gen Threadripper... But let's face it, if you bought a 1st gen Threadripper, you're not thinking, I'm going to rip that out and put a new one in there with the next release.
That's the thing. Normally, if you're buying a Threadripper, you're one of those people that...
If you're spending 10 grand on a computer, you're not going to touch it for a while.
No, see, I see it the opposite.
Still. What, you're going to upgrade more often?
Well, the people who buy the Threadripper tend to be enthusiasts or hardcore, like, video editors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they'll turn around, and when the next generation comes out,
then they'll upgrade.
They'll just instant upgrade. They'll see it as like a tax write-off kind of thing.
I guess. It depends on the person.
Because, like, you look at... Because with the ATO, how long can you claim tax on a computer?
I think it's
4 years?
4 years.
The thing is,
3 years? 4 years.
If you update each year, because that's your business. You will be able to claim it.
Yeah, that's true.
And be like, yo, there's 10 grand. Let's claim it.
Yeah.
There's 10 grand. Let's claim it.
All right. So for tomorrow, let's look into B450 stock levels. But we're finally hit an hour, so we might as well wrap it up.
Sounds pretty good.
That was good. I like that.
I like that. You can talk.
Yeah. But where are my titles?
Well, it says Mr. Peter Bacon in the document.
No. The one's down the bottom. Look, here. This one. So if you've enjoyed this, if this has helped you at all, if you know someone who uses technology, any human being who uses technology, so basically if you know another person, what? Well, there's 2 comments waiting.
Just restart to close off.
Our accountant says I'm not providing any tax advice,
so
although I am still working.
Are you saying don't go out and spend 10 grand on a computer to upgrade it next year?
I just wanted to know the lifespan of a computer, but anyway. Anyway, help us to help you. Spread the word. Like I said, if you know anybody who uses technology, which is pretty much everybody, please let them know about this. If you have any questions, there is no such thing as a dumb question. You need answers. You've got to ask somewhere, so you might as well come and ask us. And you can get in touch with us by any of our social media accounts or contact details at www.thedotmail.com/contact. I got it right that time.
You forgot the smiley face at the end, though.
I feel like that was a bit overdone. But anyway, yeah, and then we will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. and every weekday for the rest of the month of May, answering your tech questions 100% for free. I will learn to talk one of these days too, but yeah.
And he will also learn how to control his drinking speed.
Nah, that's not going to happen. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
See you guys.